Morning dear students, welcome to the online class. So up to whole lesson we already completed, I hope so. Am I right? Yes. The fourth lesson, which is called civilizations. Yes. Which one? Civilization we have learned. That also ancient civilizations. Yes. So in ancient civilizations, we already completed the Egypt civilization, Mesopotamia civilization, along with that Chinese civilization. Yes, these three civilizations we already learned. So, however, you know that the Greek civilization and the Roman civilization both were deleted from your portion. Okay, because the reason of COVID-19. So only one civilization was left, that is none other than Harappan civilization. Yes, after the completion of this, the culture of the Vedic period, we are going to learn that civilization also. Okay, so until then let us learn the culture of the Vedic period. Yes, which is the fifth history lesson for you. Okay, so in this lesson, what all the things you people are going to learn means the periods of Vedic. Yes, like pre-Vedic period. Yes, then afterwards, in pre-Vedic periods, you will learn social life, position of women, economic life, political life, religious life, and afterwards, in post-Rigvedic period, you will learn social, political, and again religious life. Yes. So let us move without wasting the time. See here. With the arrival of the Aryan race, which was originally from Central Asia, a new culture emerged in India. Yes, this is only called Vedic culture of the plains of river Saraswati and later in the plains of the river Ganga. Or yes, see, after arrival of the Aryan they were nothing but they were the Aryan they were the tribe peoples. Yes, next. When Aryan race with the originally from Central Asia, they came from Central Asia. Okay, so they were only started a new culture in our India. So this only called a Vedic culture of India. Yes, along with that, the Vedic culture of the plains of river Saraswati. Yes, the Vedic culture of the river Saraswati and later in the plains of river Ganga. Yes, the period in which the Vedic literature was formed is only called Vedic period. Okay, take a pencil and put the underline. What is mean by the Vedic period? Okay, that answer I am going to tell you now. Vedic period means the period which is the Vedic literature was formed. Vedic period means which period is which the Vedic literature was formed. Okay, in which period which the Vedic literature was formed, that is only called Vedic period. Yes, next. This Vedic period was started by the Aryans. Understood? Next comes the word Veda. Do you know what is the meaning of Veda? Veda means knowledge. Yes, the word Veda means knowledge. In this Veda, there were four important Vedas. How many Vedas are there? There were four Vedas. Vedic are different, Vedas are different. Okay. Vedic means there are two type of Vedic you are going to learn in this lesson. First one is pre-Vedic period and the second one is post-Vedic period. Okay, the same lesson, the same topic you people are going to learn in 8th standard also. Understood? But what is mean by the Vedas? Vedas means in Vedas there are four kind of Vedas. Yes, the oldest Veda is called Rig Veda, second one is Yajur Veda, and the third one is Sama Veda, and the fourth one is Atharva Veda. So now you comes how many Vedas are there? There were four Vedas. Yes, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, and Atharva Veda. Yes, understood. Next, among these Vedas, among these four Vedas, the Rig Veda is the most ancient or most oldest Veda. Yes. So these Vedas were in Sanskrit and were in the oral form. oral from the thousands of years. Yes, all the four Vedas were in the form of oral. Okay, next, that also they were in the language of Sanskrit. The river Saraswati is frequently mentioned in Rig Veda. Yes, the name of this Saraswati or the description of the Saraswati river, which is belongs to our India, that river was mentioned in the Veda of Rig Veda, which is the old Veda. Yes, now comes the Gaggar Akra. The Gaggar Akra river. This is the river. Okay, the Gaggar Akra river, which disappeared in the Thar desert of Rajasthan, is believed to be the ancient river Saraswati. Let me tell you once again, the Gaggar Akra, which river is disappeared in the Thar desert of the Rajasthan. That river only believed that the Gaggar Akra was the ancient river. Okay, that Rajasthan people or the people of India or ancient people were believed that the river Gaggar Akra, which was disappeared in the Thar desert of Rajasthan, okay, that river only believed it is the ancient river of Saraswati. Gagra Akra was the river. Gagra Akra river was the ancient river of the Saraswati. Yes, it is also believed that the Helmond river of Afghanistan is the ancient river of Saraswati. Yes, there were two type of rivers. One is Ghaggar Akra, which is in our Rajasthan, and the second one is Helmond, which is in Afghanistan. Okay, both were the ancient river of Saraswati. Yes, now goes to the next point. The four Vedas. Yes, do you know that how which all are the four Vedas? Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda, Yajur Veda. Yes, the four Vedas and the related literature were formed during the period of Aryans. All the four Vedas were formed in the literature. In the literature were formed during the period of Aryans. Okay, the Vedic literature. The Vedic literature is the only source to understand the history of the Vedic period. The period for Rig Veda is called pre-Vedic period and the period of the other Vedas is called post-Vedic period. Okay, the period of Rig Veda, which is the ancient and the oldest Veda of the four Vedas. Understood? So, according to that, according to the Aryans or according to the Vedic literature which was formed by the Aryans, the Rig Veda was the period of Rig Veda. Which one? The period of Rig Veda is only called post-Vedic period. Yes? And other remaining three Vedas were remained no? Those remaining three Vedas are called post-Vedic period. Yes, Rig Veda period is called pre-Vedic period and remaining three Vedas period were called post-Vedic period. Yes, so among those two Vedic period, let us learn about pre-Vedic period now. Okay, let us know the social life of pre-Vedic period. Okay. Family was the basic unit in pre-Vedic period. Father was the head of the family. Yes, the father was the head of the family and the family was only the basic unit of the pre-Vedic period. Yes, and joint family system was in practice. In pre-Vedic period, the joint family system is practiced. Yes, the prisoners of war called dasas and dasyus were treated like slaves. Dasas and dasyus were treated like slaves in the period of post Rig-Vedic period also along with pre-Vedic period also. Okay, dasas and dasyus, these were the part of the Aryans. Yes, the Aryans named the liquors are called as the name of Soma and Sura. Sura, Soma, both were the liquors, means both were the drinks. Okay. Nowadays we used to call it as a wine, but earlier in the period of pre-Vedic period, both liquors were called as the Soma Sura. Yes. Next, the position of woman during the period of this pre-Vedic period. What the position is having this woman? Yes, the woman held a respectable position in society. Respectable position in society. They even practiced in political institutions. Widow marriage was in practice. Women also studied Vedas, Ghosha, Apala, Lopamudra, Indrani, Vishwavara, etc. were the scholars of the Vedic period. Yes, child marriage and sati system were not practiced during the pre-Vedic period. Yes, next one, economic life of the pre-Vedic period. Rearing animals and agriculture was the basic occupation of Aryans. Rearing animals and agriculture was the basic occupation. Occupation means job. Okay, occupation of the Aryans. They grew a variety of cereals. Example: barley, rice, and for fish it is a food. Meat also food. Okay. Maximum they used barley, rice, fish, and meat. Okay. They knew the use of iron and other metals also. They know the use of metals. That also iron and other metals. Okay. Next, weavers of cotton and wool. Weavers means, when you will get this video, write the meaning of weaver. Yes. Carpenters and blacksmiths as well as potters existed. Yes, agriculture, medicine, and priesthood were the major occupations. Do you know what is priesthood? When you will get this video, write the meaning of that also. What is mean by the priesthood? Yes. Next one. People were allowed to choose a profession of their choice. Yes. Next, according to their choice, they can choose their profession as an occupation. Yes. Cow were considered as well, and cow were considered as wealth. Wealth means sampattu. Yes. Cows were considered as wealth, and very often battles took place to gain them. Okay. Next, very oftenly cows were used in the battlefield. Yes, oftenly means sometimes only they use. Okay. Next, political life of pre-Vedic period. The chief of the Aryans people was called Rajan. Rajan was the head of the village. Okay, head of the village or chief of the Aryan people. Both were we used to consider. Okay, the chief of the Aryan people, him only called Rajan. He was not a dictator, and his kingship was not hereditary. He was not a dictator, and along with that, kingship was not by the hereditary. Hereditary means Vamsha Paramparayagi. Yes? Who will be the strong person? He only becomes Rajan or chiefman. Understood? The political institutions like Sabha and Samiti. The political institutions Sabha, Samiti, and Vidhatas. Yes, these were the three political samitis. Which one? Sorry, not three, only two institutions, Sabha and Samiti. Sabha and Samiti, these were two political institutions. Yes. Next, and Vidhatas played a major role in administrations. Vidhatas are role means they played a major role in administration because they were only important persons in political life, means administration. Yes, the king was also a judge and gave verdicts after discussing with the elders of his court. Okay, king also can get a after doing a discussion with the elder person who so were available in that court. Okay, after getting or after doing a discussion, he can do or he can give a judgment. Okay. Next, fighting in the battles. Fighting in the battles, protecting the life of people. Fighting in the battle, along with that, protecting the life of the people, safeguarding the wealth and welfare of the people, as well as ensuring the safety of cows were the duty of the king. Okay. How many duties are there? 4 duties he have to follow. Who? The king of the village. Yes. Like fighting of the battle, the first duty, protecting the people's life. Second duty, safeguarding the wealth and the welfare of the people. Third duty, and ensuring the safety of the cows. 4 duties have to maintain the king. Okay. The next one, the religious life. Aryans worshipped gods like Indra, Surya, Soma, Varuna, Mitra, Yama, Ashwini, etc. Okay. Next, Indra. He also called as he was the god of water. Who? Indra. Indra was the god of the water, earth, air, and fire. Yes. Tree. Yes. Next one. They worshipped gods through the rituals of yagnas. How they used to worship? The people of Aryan, they worshipped the gods through the rituals means doing yagnas, yagadis, homa, havanas. In that manner they used to worship the gods. Yes. There is only one truth. Which was that truth? There is only one truth. People perceive it differently. Let the noble thoughts come from all the corners of world. These were the messages of the Vedas. Yes, right. Put down the underline. Understood? Next comes. Next, the second Vedic period, that is post-Vedic period. Which one? Post-Vedic period. Yes. See, what all the things and what all the changes are there? Okay. What is the difference between pre-Vedic period and the post-Vedic period? That we are going to know here. Okay. See, as countries passed, as centuries were passed, yes, as countries and as peoples and the centuries were passed from one place to another place, the population started to grow in some areas. Okay. In some areas, let us take the area of Sapta Sindhu. Yes, the area of Sapta Sindhu, which was after passing the centuries, the population was grow in this place. Yes, there were changes in the lifestyle of the people. The people of Vedic period migrated to the plains of Ganga. Earlier, the pre-Vedic period people used to migrated in river Ganga and river Saraswati. Yes, but now they were migrated in the plains of Ganga, along with that Yamuna also. Yes, Ganga and Yamuna, and some of them even crossed the mountains. Some of them even crossed the mountain ranges of Vindhyas and migrated towards the south. Yes, who? The people of post-Vedic period. Let us know the political changes. What all the changes are they got here? Okay, during the post-Vedic period, the king become more powerful. During the post-Vedic period, the king become more powerful. The position of Vidhata was completely diminished. Yes, the post-Vedic period, the king become powerful, whom we used to call in the pre-Vedic period as the name of Rajan, who is the head of the village or who is the chief person of the village. Okay, him we used to call Rajan. That Rajan only become a king of that village. Yes. Now onwards we are going to learn about the king and kingdoms. Yes. Then what about the position of Vidhata? Vidhata, he completely vanished here. Okay. In pre-Vedic period, Vidhata played a major role in administration, but during the period of post-Vedic, Vidhata was completely diminished. Yes. Then afterwards, the two political institutions like Sabha, Samiti lost their importance. Yes. The scope of the king was widened and the kingship became hereditary. In pre-Vedic period, the Rajan, he was not going to he was not become a dictator here, and and that kingship was not going by the hereditary, but in the period of post-Vedic period, king become a powerful. Yes. And according to the hereditary, his family is going to take a kingship. Okay. Next, the Sabha and Samiti, they were lost their importance. Next, the king performed rituals like Ashwamedha Yaga, Rajasuya Yaga to expand his kingdom. Okay. To expand the kingdom, the kings performed the rituals. Yes. What is mean by the rituals? When you will get this video, write down the meaning of ritual. Yes. According to the rituals, that also Ashwamedha Yaga and Rajasuya Yoga, king started to expand his kingdom now. Yes. Now social changes. Gotra system started during this post-Vedic period, and a 4 ashrama system were started. Yes, 4 ashrama were different, Vedic period were different, Vedas were different. Okay, 4 Vedas means Rig Veda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda and Yajur Veda. Okay, Vedic period means only 2, post-Vedic period and pre-Vedic period. Okay. Yes. Then afterwards, 4 Varnas. Varnas like Brahmacharya, Grihastya, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. 4 Varnas are different. Okay. Now I am going to give you homework here only. When you will get this video, write down or make a list of the 4 Varnas, make a list of Vedic period, make a list of 4 Vedas. Okay, make them separate. Okay, in one page you have to write how many Vedas are there, in one page how many Vedic periods are there, how many Varnas are there. Okay, make it different. Okay, don't get confusion between these 3. Okay, see. The position of the woman was lowered. In pre-Vedic period, the position of woman is very high and woman used to get respectful places. Yes, but in the period of post-Vedic period, the woman position is very low here. Okay, women were deprived of education and even kept away from the political institution. Yes, she is become she got away from the institution and she haven't got education in the period of post-Vedic. Yes, the Varna system came into existence, which was inclusive of 4 Varnas named Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Yes, ashrama system is different, Varnas are different. Earlier I have told that there were 4 Varnas like Brahmacharya, they were called as ashramas. Okay, sorry for misconvenient. 4 ashramas are Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. Okay, and now comes Varnas. How many Varnas are there? 4 Varnas. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Yes. Now Go for another one page. Write down 4 Vedas, write down 4 Varnas, write down 4 Ashramas, and write 2 Vedic periods. Yes, make them separate. Understood? After writing that homework, send it to me through the Google Classroom only, not in WhatsApp. Okay? If you send through the WhatsApp your homework or your note work, it will be not considered. Yes? Next. Child marriage and sati system started during this period. Polygamy started among aristocratic people including the king. Polygamy means, polygamy, this is the one kind of a ritual. Okay? King particularly for the higher people, that also aristocratic people. Write down the meaning of this aristocratic. What is mean by this? Yes, including king, aristocratic people used to follow the polygamy ritual. Yes. So what is mean by the polygamy? Polygamy means that king can marry either two women, either more than two. Whether he used to marry 100 or 200 doesn't matter. Okay, he can marry more than 2 women as his wife. Okay, he used to marry more than 2 women. Understood? That is called polygamy system. Yes. Next, now the religious life. Yes, religious ceremonies become complex and complicated. Religious system or ceremonies were become complex and complicated, means those ceremonies were become very difficult. Yes, the yagas and yagnas. The yagas and yagnas were done frequently, offering milk, ghee and cereals to the fire during these yagnas led to the shortage of food. Yes. Next, Brahmana, Vishnu, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva were considered as major gods. Along with them, goddesses Lakshmi, Saraswati and Parvati, along with Ganesha, Skanda and other family deities got importance. Deities means god and goddesses. Yes, particularly Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Parvati, Skanda and Ganesha. Yes. Next, the epics. What is epics here? Yes, we have epics now. Which all are the epics? Ramayana and Mahabharata. These were the important or the two popular epics among the Indians. There were many epics. According to the language, there were different types of different kinds and different named epics we have in our India according to the language. But among those all the language epics, we used to follow only two. We used to give importance for the two epics only. Okay, the first epic is Valmiki's Ramayana and Vyasa's Mahabharata. Valmiki wrote Ramayana and Vyasaraya wrote Mahabharata. Yes. Next, Valmiki Ramayana and Vyasa Mahabharata are the two popular epics among the Indians. These two epics have guided the life and art of Indian life. That's why, for that reason, these two important Ramayana and Mahabharata were the important epics for the Indian peoples. Okay. Only we don't have only these two epics in our India. Many different kinds of languages epics we are having in India. But among those all the language epics, we used to follow most of the population of our India or people of our India follow Ramayana and Mahabharata epics only. Okay, in those two epics we will see the meaning of life. Yes, and how to enjoy the life and how to become deities of a god and how to do a yagnas and yagas, yes, and how to build our character. All the matters we will learn in these two important epics only. Yes. So up to here you have learned. In the next session we are going to learn about the Harappan civilization. Yes, understood. So until then, take care of yourself. We'll meet in the Harappan civilization only. Until then, take care of yourself.